Welcome back to the PulpMX Fantasy Show presented by Maxxis Tire. My name is Donnie and we round out the quarter season mark of the outdoor season already this weekend as the boys head a mile high to Lakewood, Colorado. As always, 5 riders of note when making your picks, stats for the FFL, the weather report, a race day schedule, and an early look at what my team could be. But before we get deep in all of that, let us talk about who is in and who is out this weekend. 2 big outs for Thunder Valley with Moto winner and 2-time national champion Michael Mosman and Jeremy Martin will be out this round and most, if not all, of the summer. On the 450 side, Chase Sexton will miss at least one more round, while privateer hero Chris Prebula will also sit out after getting caught up in that first turn pileup last weekend. No big names on the returning list, and unfortunately at this point, I think we will have to wait until Redbud to see any of those factory riders return. All right, this weekend I have 3 riders I want you to look at, 1 guy to stay away from, and a high handicap guy for you gamblers out there. Let's kick off the 250 All-Star with your do not pick, and that is RJ Hampshire. Despite coming in hot with a statement ride in the first moto of the year, RJ has been off the podium in the last 3 motos, marking an average finish of just 5.5. No doubt, he has the speed to win motos and even a few overalls, but when it comes to fantasy, I want someone with a little bit more consistency than he. A double eligible 250 rider that I like this weekend is Jet Reynolds. I always err on the side of caution when it comes to rookies, but Jet's handicap is getting high enough to make me eat my own strategy. At a 9 handicap, all the Pro Circuit rider needs to do is finish 1 spot inside the top 20, and even with rookie mistakes, he has done that 3 out of 4 already this year. And with his penchant for good starts, he should be able to stay out of trouble if the weather does go south this weekend. 450 side, I have Adam Cirolo as my all-star. This is more a mark against the other 6 guys than it is an endorsement of Adam. He is one of only 2 all-stars that has finished 2 motos inside of his current handicap. And with the field as weak as it is behind him, even if he gets a bad start or a minor crash, he should have no problem getting back into that top 5 mix to salvage a ton of points. Another 450 guy I like this weekend should be all-star Grant Harlan. The Rock River Yamaha Manlook Racing-backed rider had a career weekend at the opening round, but couldn't get out of the first turn safely last weekend, resulting in a second moto DNF and costing him his all-star status as well. But that's just perfect for us because now we get him on the rebound at a 3, knowing he should be fighting for that top spot as the best of the rest behind all of the factory guys. The high handicap hero of the round given to a rider with a handicap of 10 or more that I think has a realistic chance to score massive points this weekend. If you're the type of person that likes to sweat a little bit to get that big payout, this weekend I am sticking with that Rock River Yamaha team with Grant's teammate Luca Marcelli. A guy that keeps a low profile indoor and out and flies way under the radar, gets a bump to a 14 handicap this week despite him finishing in the top 24 in 3 out of his 4 motos this year while avoiding the big DNF. He did finish as high as 18th in a moto at round 1, so if he could just double up and do that again, you'd be looking at 72 points. Moving on to the FFL's 250s is a crapshoot with 4 guys each having 1 each. In this elevation, I think I give the nod to the Star Yamaha boys, but no clear-cut favorite as Danger Boy and Cooper both could make a great argument for themselves. 450 side is pretty one-sided as it is jet or bust. He has not always got the whole shot, but he sure does have every FFL this year so far, so it would be foolish to bet against him here. The weather is up in the air, literally. Looks to be a dry morning for practice and qualifying, but it might not stay that way, as the 5 hours that cover the racing is currently projecting 30-40% chance of scattered thunderstorms every hour. So it is entirely possible to be completely dry, a swampy mess, or anywhere in between, so pick smart if you can. The viewing schedule is a bit earlier in Colorado, with Race Day Live kicking off at noon Eastern at 9 a.m. Pacific. RotoMoto Patreons get the enhanced cheat sheet delivered to them in Discord at about 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, while the rest of you can expect the basic qualifying cheat sheet at 2 p.m. Eastern, with the picks locking and the gates dropping at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific for 4.5 hours of dirt bike action. Before I show you my early team, I want to talk to you about Maxxis Tire coming back for 11 rounds of outdoors so that I can deliver these videos for you. You know Maxxis Tire, you know their MX ST tire designed by the king of Supercross and my all-time favorite rider, Jeremy McGrath. It is the newest and most advanced tire in the Maxxis MX lineup, featuring an all-new tread pattern, compound, and composition to provide the stability, predictability, and traction that the upper tiers of motocross demand. Available at your local retailer and also at motosport.com. My Thursday team sees Justin Cooper rolled out as my all-star at a 1, Chance Hymas at a 4, Jet Reynolds at a 9, and Dylan Schwartz at a 10. 450 side, I have Adam Cirolo as the all-star spot. Grant Harlan at a 3, Garrett Marchbanks out of 5, and HEP Suzuki's Marshall Welton at a 9. Don't forget to follow at PulpMX Fantasy and at RotoXMoto on both Instagram and Twitter for injury updates as the weekend rolls on, qualifying info and stats and banter throughout the race itself, and those fantasy cheat sheets once qualifying is done and wrapped. Thanks as always for watching the PulpMX Fantasy Show presented by Maxxis Tire. My name is Donnie. May your chiz this weekend. Remember that 8 is great, and most importantly, just have fun. Good luck, y'all.